Good evening, everybody. I just want to give you a first look at the Clerking app. It's not done yet. Some of the functionality is done, some is not, but I'm going to show you right now. It's actually running on my computer, but this is what it's going to look like on the mobile phone as well. So you see RaceTab is over here is running. We see the icon up here at the top with the indicator showing that our server is running. The RaceTab servers, our local server that's going to allow all this to work over our local network via a wireless Wi-Fi router. This is going to be required that you purchase the Pro version. Right now in beta it's open, but this message will not be there, and this will only be available to our Pro users. So we see the IP address and everything, just showing you that there. Over here in my app, I have the same thing going on. I have the IP address and I have the port. So all we need to do, again, this would be on the phone or potentially a tablet, and so you can imagine me touching instead of clicking, but I'm going to click on connect. It's talking to RaceTab now, and it pulled in the events. I've got the 100-meter dash here, so I can view the athletes I have in my 100-meter dash. Again, this is pulling right from RaceTab over the Wi-Fi. So we have all the athletes. We can check athletes in, or we can mark them undeclared. When we first load this up, they're all going to be yellow, which is kind of means they're neither scratched nor undeclared. And we'll have the opportunity to check them in or check them out. Rather declare them to say they're here. They're basically checked in at the clerking table. So once we're good with that, we're also going to be able to add an athlete. We can also check all if we just want to mark everybody checked in. We're going to be able to go back here and click on the heat. So we see we have 2 heats in this division. We can add a new heat. We're also going to be able to, these buttons need to be more clear. This is going to say remove empty heats, and this is going to say scratch undeclared athletes. Okay, so those 2 buttons will be working and have the full text on there when I get it a little perfected. But we can drill down in here into a heat. So we see we have Darth Vader in lane 1, etc. What we can do here is we can click on Darth Vader here. We can scratch him, which you see makes an empty heat. We can say, okay, we want to replace Dan Aykroyd here. We're going to replace Dan with Magic Johnson. It says, you sure you want to do this? I say yes. And we see we have Magic Johnson in that lane now. We can also say we want to trade people from different heats. So I click on, say I was on Jim Carrey, click Jim Carrey, say replace athlete, and I choose somebody from heat 2. So Paul Harvey. Okay, that's not working right now, but it will work. If I choose an empty heat here, I can do the same thing. I can select an athlete to fill that empty heat. And it says, you sure you want to move Paul Harvey from heat 2, lane 3, into heat 1, lane 1. So it just confirms that you want to move them. Alright, go back to the heat list, and if I'm on heat 2 and I choose an empty heat, and I choose an athlete who's not yet assigned, it's not going to ask me to confirm it. It's just going to do it because it's not displacing anybody. So it actually did this is all live. So if we go back to RaceTab over here, you see now we have 3 heats instead of 2 because we added that extra heat, and all of our seating is as we put it over there in the app. So it's working, making really good progress, and soon hopefully be running this on the phone in a matter of days.